I'm gonna say something crazy. The number titles in Kingdom Hearts are like the peak in the Kingdom Hearts franchise in terms of combat. Mostly in terms of how it's balanced and the fluidity of it. But these games can be boring sometimes. There's not enough chaos, not enough wackiness. Well, maybe aside from Honey Spout, but like, they're too refined for their own good. I'm half joking, but come on. How many times have you seen Sora go into Valor form as cool as dual wielding is? How many times have you seen Sora mash into a Keyblade transformation in Kingdom Hearts 3? How many times have you seen Sora in Kingdom Hearts 1 just do stuff? I guess he doesn't really have anything crazy. Where's dumb stuff like Balloonra or Time Splicer in number titles? While non-number titles have their very fair share of issues, I still love them. Some of them are among my favorite video games ever, still, and they have a lot of cool stuff in them. I asked you guys in my community tab, what were some cool abilities from non-number titles you'd like to see return in the future, or that you just liked? You all commented a lot of stuff, and it'd be hard to cover all of it in one video, but I'll try my best. Today, I just want to showcase that appreciation that I have for those games, for experimenting with their mechanics and giving us, honestly, some really cool abilities and memorable moments. Well, without further ado, let me present to you abilities that are missing in current Kingdom Hearts games, but mostly number titles. Lethal Flame is actually one of the coolest moves in the entire Kingdom Hearts series, and it's indebatably one of the most disliked games in terms of gameplay. Chain of Memories. Lethal Flame uses stop magic to freeze the enemy in time for Sora to do a barrage of Keyblade swings that completely demolishes the enemy. This is something often spammed in Chain of Memories because it looks super cool and it's also insanely powerful, especially on the final Marluxia fights. I mean, you can get a similar-ish effect in KH1 by using stop magic on a specific enemy and then going ham on them, but like, you can't do that on everyone in KH1. Lethal Flame though? It doesn't care who you're fighting, it just works. It looks cool, and I would love it if Square would bring it back. Honestly, Chain of Memories has a lot of super cool abilities, like Magnet Spiral, which pulls all the enemies around you and then slashes them all away in a powerful spin. Things like Raging Storm, which just, I mean, look at this. This is broken. There's also cool little team attacks in Chain of Memories as well. Chain of Memories is really unappreciated for how cool its card system can be, while although annoying, just super cool. It might need its own video, honestly. There's versions of a lot of these things in other non-numbered titles, but they nearly never appear in the numbered ones. Birth by Sleep has so much sauce. Look, I understand there's some stupid stuff in this game, but man, is this game cool. We've been playing this game again recently, and while there are some things that annoy me, this game is just so cool, man. Like, look at Time Splicer. It's way harder to use on bosses, but when done right, this move wrecks house, and my girl looks so cool while doing it. Something a little more basic-ish, but still cool, I would say, is Mind Square. You're kind of just spawning a hitbox, but do you know how powerful and useful this would be in a game like 0.2 or Kingdom Hearts 3, where enemies hitting you off-screen is kind of just normal sometimes? I mean, hear me out. Imagine this in Kingdom Hearts 3, and you're surrounded by a bunch of Heartless or whatever. One of them is approaching you from behind, trying to one-shot you off screen on critical mode. Boom, Mind Square, I'm good. And it stuns them too, how sick is that? Oh, another one coming from behind? Boom, Mind Square. It's so easy. It can be seen as a pretty decent crowd control option. You also got stuff like Magic Hour, which is kind of just a shot lock that you press triangle for, but it still looks cool. We know basic combos in Birth by Sleep can be a little slow and a little sluggish, but commands really do speed this game up and makes this game so fun to go back to and explore. Look at stuff like Aerial Slam, which is surprisingly good in a lot of boss fights because you're pretty much iframe through all of it, or moves like Geo Impact or Dark Haze, and I've even started with D-Link finishers, which is something I honestly only discovered kind of recently because I never leveled up D-Links to that degree. However, stuff like Zack's D-Link finisher are some of the coolest things Birth by Sleep has to offer. Almost almost all of the D-Links do massive damage, and all of them are pretty unique as well. Would definitely recommend messing around with them if you play through Birth by Sleep again. Zack's D-Link finisher is completely busted, and it's just an insane barrage of teleport attacks with a finisher that does stupid damage. Mickey's D-Link is like a series of buttons you can press with some light orbs that track the opponent, also doing insane damage. Honestly, all of them have some pretty broken things about them. Whenever I do Birth by Sleep playthroughs now, I make sure to grind some D-Links because they are just really good and make the experience, the playthrough, a lot more fun. Have you guys seen Transcendence? I don't even know what this ability fully does, but it looks really cool. I don't even know what I'm looking at, but it just looks cool. And we all know what Mega Flare does. I mean... yeah, moving along. But that's enough about Birth by Sleep. I want to talk slightly about Dream Drop Distance. Let's see what that game has for us. We're not going to go too hard on this game, but let's just see. This game on the ability side of things has some pretty decently cool stuff, but some of the wackiest and coolest things are Dream Eater links, especially Riku's. Riku's Dream Eater links are similar to command styles in Birth by Sleep, but he adds an extra layer of sauce to them. I mean, he literally has a link that is him just surfing on the nightmares he's fighting. That's one way to deal with them, I suppose. Sora's Dream Eater links are way more similar to how KH3 summons kind of work, or KH3 links rather. Almost all of them are offensive, but he has a lot of them. There's one for Prickle Main called Hammer Throw, where he just grabs it and spins it around, just destroying any nightmare Dream Eater in his path, and it's kind of funny to look at. Also, I can't mention Dream Eater links without talking about the new Dream Eater ad in 2.8, the penguin one. Just look at this thing. This is peak Kingdom Hearts gameplay right here. Like, come on, give me a number title that has stuff like this in it. Now, there are plenty of other things that Dream Drop Distance has to offer in terms of cool abilities, some on the more debatable side, like Balloon, for example. I mean, I don't hate this ability by any means, I just think it's incredibly simplistic and a little too overpowered for my liking, but hey man, I'm not going to lie, seeing that health bar just pop is, satisfying. It does look pretty though. The most popular Kingdom Hearts games are often the number tiles for very good reason, as they are the most iconic of games in the Kingdom Hearts series. They tend to be culminations of what previous titles, previous stories in that universe were set up for, and that's likely going to continue to be the case. I'm sure Kingdom Hearts 4 will be way more popular than whatever other KH games we get in between 3 and 4. But ultimately, I want to just say that every Kingdom Hearts game is really different in its own right. But if you guys want another video like this, please let me know down below in the comment section. Like I said, in the next video like this potential, if you guys want, we could cover more games like Recoded or Days in the future. Which, if you did enjoy this video, you already know what to do. Leave a like, share the video with a friend or family member, and last but not least, if you have not already and want to become a part of the Union, all you have to do is hit that red little subscribe button down below. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out, you guys. Bye.